Hello my dear students, good morning to all. Welcome back to Google Classroom. In this session, we will discuss about two equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate and some exercise questions. Today we will conclude this chapter. So there is an assignment that you want to do properly. So we can start our today's session now. Now, question number 6. It is a board exam question in the year 2014. Okay. Then, in figure, if AC equal BD, then prove that AB equal CD. AC equal BD, then we need to prove that AB equal CD. Okay. So, from the figure what we get, what is AC? AC means AB plus BC. Okay. Then what is BD? BD means BC plus CD. So here it is given that AC and BD are equal. So we can equate AB plus BC equal BC plus CD. AB plus BC equal BC plus CD. Okay. So now subtracting the equals from equals, then what we will get? So here we need to subtract equals from equals. So according to the question, what we want to prove? AB equals CD. So from the equation AB plus BC equal BC plus CD, we need to remove BC. Okay. For that, we can subtract BC from both sides. That is AB plus BC minus BC equal BC plus CD minus BC. Now that BC's are cancelled, at last we got AB equal CD. So according to the question, what we want to do, addition or subtraction should do. Okay, here we need to remove BC from both sides. So we subtract BC from both sides. So we got the required answer. Now, seventh question. Why is axiom 5 in the list of Euclid's axioms? Why is axiom 5 in the list of Euclid's axioms? Considered a universal truth. Considered a universal truth. Okay, it is also a board exam question. Axiom 5 states that the whole is always greater than the part. Axiom 5 states that the whole is always greater than the part. This statement is universal truth because part is included in the whole. To understand this, let us consider two cases. So in the first case, in mathematics, consider the figure AB is a line segment that is equal AC plus CD plus DB. So we can say that AB should be greater than AC, AB should be greater than CD, AB should be greater than DB. Okay, so from the figure itself we can understand that. AB means sum of AC, CD and DB. So AB is greater than AC, AB is greater than CD, AB is greater than DB. Okay. Now the second case is, let us consider our country, India, which is a union of 29 states and 7 union territories. Okay, 29 states and 7 union territories. Each state or union territory is a part of India. Each state or union territory is a part of India. And area or population of each state or territories can never be greater than the whole India. That each state or territory's population never be greater than the whole India. That is why the whole is always greater than the part. That's why the whole is always greater than the part. So using these two situations or using these two cases, we can understand the axiom 5. Okay, why the whole is always greater than the part. Now the next topic is equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate. Next topic is equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate. Okay, there are several equivalent versions of this postulate. One of them is Playfair's axiom. Playfair's axiom. Okay, that we can state as for every line L and for every point P not lying on L, there exists a unique line M passing through P and parallel to L. For every line L and for every point P not lying on L, there exists a unique line M passing through P and parallel to L. So from the figure you can understand it easily. There is a line L, there is a point P which is not on it. So through P we can draw a line M such that M parallel L. Okay. This result can also be stated in the following form. Two distinct intersecting lines cannot be parallel to the same line. Two distinct intersecting lines cannot be parallel to the same line. Cannot be parallel to the same line. That also given in the figure. Through P, M only parallel to L. Two other lines are also there in the figure. They are not parallel to the line L. Okay. That means two distinct intersecting lines cannot be parallel to the same plane. So these are the two equivalent versions of Euclid's fifth postulate. First one is for every line L and for every point P not lying on L, there exists a unique line M passing through P and parallel to L. Then the second one is two distinct intersecting lines cannot be parallel to the same plane. Cannot be parallel to the same line. Now we can discuss exercise 5.2. First question. How would you rewrite Euclid's fifth postulate so that it would be easier to understand? Fifth postulate so that it would be easier to understand. That is, there exists a pair of straight lines which are parallel only when perpendicular distance between them remains same everywhere and they do not have any point of intersection. These are the two conditions to two lines be parallel. Two conditions that the two lines be parallel. What are the conditions? Perpendicular distance between them remains same everywhere and they do not have any point of intersection. Okay. Let us consider a line L and a point P lies outside the line L. Then from Playfair's axiom, there exists a unique line M passing through P and parallel to L. P lies outside the line L. Then there exists a unique line M passing through P and parallel to L. If we measure the distance between the two lines L and M, we find that it is same for between 2 points lying on M and L respectively as shown. That means we can find that it is same. The distances are same. Perpendicular distances are same between the two parallel lines. Now AT equal BQ equal CR equal DS. AT equal BQ equal CR equal DS. Hence, lines L and M are equidistant from each other and do not have any intersecting point. Equidistant and there is no intersecting point. Okay. Now, the second question. Does Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines? Explain. Does Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines. Explain. Yes, Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines. Euclid's fifth postulate imply the existence of parallel lines. Okay, so consider the line PQ falls on line AB and CD such that angle 1 plus angle 2 less than 180. From the figure, angle 1 plus angle 2 is less than 180. 1 plus 2 less than 180. One extending these two lines further under such conditions. They will intersect at a point G as shown below. In the figure it is given that G is another point where these two lines intersect. Okay, if the sum of the measures of the interior angles on the same side of the falling line is exactly 180. So angle 1 plus angle 2 equal 180 degree. Then there will be no intersection of lines as shown below. So this means AB parallel CD. Co-interior angles are supplementary, so the lines are parallel. So AB parallel CD. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.